Hello everyone, it's Nina from DanceToday.FUN, and today we are doing our Wedding Connections interview with Nathan from Lanka Jewels. I'm so excited to have Nathan here because buying a ring, getting jewelry is the initial part of, any engagement and the wedding journey. So I have so many questions for Nathan. Nathan, can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Yeah, for sure. So my dad started our store in 1979. So we're celebrating our 43rd year.
Wow.
Coming up next week is actually the date. So that's very exciting. He started more just on smaller items and repairs, and gradually we've grown into custom designing, engagement rings, wedding bands is more our specialty now. We also we do on-site repairs. We have 2 on-site goldsmiths. So that's really nice. And having the expertise of them to be able to reference when we're custom designing out front with the customers is a huge asset for us.
That's amazing. And I want to tell everybody, I actually met Nathan at the All Dressed in White show. They really are, when they say a family-owned business, even their employees, when I was talking to all of them, it seems like they're like a family. So if you're looking for a store, a jeweler to really help you, I feel like Nathan and his family-owned business are there for you. So Nathan, can you tell me about the process? So if a couple wants to buy a ring, what should they be looking for? What is the process? What are pitfalls to kind of, know about?
So it all starts with the engagement ring, obviously. That's done prior to the wedding bands, which is at the show, which we are more gearing towards or catering to. But the engagement ring process we love it because it's such a huge, exciting part of somebody's life. Like, to actually be able to be a part of that is amazing. Much like yourself being involved in the wedding, it's exciting, and
Yes.
you get to be a part of somebody's life. So we have hundreds of different models in our store which are ready to go, but we also will customize any style. So if you see a ring, but you like the way the diamond is held, which is called the head of another ring, and you want the diamonds bigger on the side, that can all be modified. We also have loose diamonds on site. So when you're going through the process, you can look and see actually what the diamond is, what it looks like. Why is this one priced a bit more than, a slightly smaller one of a lower quality? And we pride ourselves in taking the time to educate the customer on those things, because it's overwhelming, even for us sometimes, with everything that's going on, technology, the internet and whatnot. So it's nice. You can come in, sit down, and we can educate exactly what the whole process is on buying a diamond, what a diamond is, why a diamond is priced this way, and show you. So it starts there with the engagement ring. Very exciting. We love it. Then the wedding bands, which come, a year, sometimes 2-3 years later. That's another process where, the guy gets to find something special for himself. And also, so at that point, we can customize a band to fit against the engagement ring, or sometimes there is already an existing band, or somebody might have a completely special idea in their mind. One thing that I really like that we have the ability to do is, say, for example, if somebody was to bring in, and we just did this 2 days ago, somebody just picked up, they brought in their grandma's engagement ring and their grandpa's wedding band, and they said, we don't want the style, but we want the gold and the diamonds, and we want to, keep some of the style that's in here in a new model. And so we coach them through and advise them how to do that. And just on Saturday, they picked up the rings, and yeah, it's just awesome and exciting to see that happen. So.
Yeah, and they can have that bit of like heirloom quality, but then the new modern style. So it seems to me that do you do only custom, or do you guys also have rings that are ready-made and couples can choose? Do you have a selection, or is it all custom?
So we have a 2,400 square foot store,
Mm-hmm.
and about a third of it is engagement rings. And then, quite a bit more is wedding bands. So basically half of our store is wedding bands and engagement rings. And so we have hundreds of models ready to go, which are beautiful. It's amazing that people can come up with new styles considering the amount we have available, and we see it every day.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. So, can you give us maybe 3 tips on how couples can prepare for the engagement ring shopping, or things that they need to think about so that when they come to you, these are things they should know or they should have thought about and they're ready to, start the process?
So I'm going to touch on the wedding bands first. So one of the things we see, which is a bit of a much probably like yourself, people leave it too long, and
Yes.
then probably for you, they say, "Can you teach me how to tango by Tuesday or something?"
Yes. How
And
do you know? This happens all the time. I say to people,
time.
plan early, but the dancing is like the last minute thing. So you have that too with the wedding bands.
Yeah, so like, say for example, most rings we do make fresh for somebody, because say for ladies we stock 6.5, for men's we stock 10. So if a man is a size 13 and a lady is a size 3, the rings have to be sized. What we prefer to do is to make the ring fresh, new. There's no sizing done, so it's a one solid piece from when they've owned it, rather than trying to just make it happen.
Yeah.
That said, we can size it. It'll look great and be fine, but we strongly suggest giving time for us to make the ring. It's not an extra charge or anything, but it's just the proper way to go about it. A reason people leave it to the last minute, I'm guessing, is because rings aren't inexpensive, so it's a big expense. But what we'll offer is, if somebody comes in June 2021 and they're not getting married till a year later, start the process with us and you can gradually put money down on it. And then at least we will have the rings ready. So if you start in June, wedding's not till next June. In January, we'll start making the rings. They'll be ready for February, March, and there's no pressure. But then if you come in and there's something different that you wanted, or the size isn't absolutely perfect, it gives us time, because you always need a little bit of wiggle room to make sure everything's perfect. So that is always the biggest thing, is don't leave it to 5 weeks. We say it takes us 5 weeks to make a custom ring, and a lot of times it's like giving us 4 weeks for the wedding, and it's the biggest thing. Like it's a big,
Right.
it's not just a just because gift. It's, we need the rings on time, so we do everything we can to get it done, but give ample time. That's the biggest thing. Start early, look at ideas, come in, take and use what we're offering, look around, educate yourself.
Yeah, and if you start early, you can do that, like you're saying, installments, and that makes it easier in the financial, your financial planning with that. So that is a great benefit. So start early, you can do payments, and then you will get a brand new ring, even if you need to size it. That's wonderful. I met you at All Dressed in White. I know you guys are sponsors. What is it that you guys do at the All Dressed in White show? Why should couples come to this show and meet you?
So at the show, we always have something, some sort of a special. So last year, I think we had our backdrop up, and we said, take a photo, tag it, and I think it was entered into a draw for $1,000 ring or something along those lines.
Amazing.
But
Yeah,
if you
so
book the appointment that day, you get an extra $250 towards it, and then also taxes included if you're from the show.
yeah.
That way, we're also, we're kind of securing people coming in early, which I was just talking the importance of it. So
Yeah, yeah. So couples, take advantage of coming to the show ready to book appointments, put deposits down, take advantage of these deals that are like one day only, and you get to meet all of us and ask us questions. And yeah, it's an amazing show to come to, but also to get started on your planning early, as Nathan is saying. So Nathan, how can we get a hold of you? What's your website, social media? Tell us a little bit about how we can get in contact.
So Instagram is great, and it's a great place to tag us and whatnot, but it's at Lanka Jewels. Our
Great.
website is www.lankajewels.ca.
Perfect. And
And
we'll write it down in the show notes as well, so everybody will have the link.
Yeah, and then all the rest of our contact info, between those two, you can find us. And on our website, there's a little like, "Hey, how's it going? Can we help?" That comes directly to a few of our phones, so it's not just a robot on the other side. It's either myself, my cousin, or our manager gets the message, as Nina experienced.
Yeah. So the other thing about Lanka Jewels, as he said, it's a family business, and I always support and love local business, you know, helping our economy and helping each other in our community. So I encourage you guys all to check Lanka Jewels out, and we will see you at the wedding show. Thank you so much, Nathan. That was wonderful.
Okay, thank you, Nina.
See you guys on the next one.